consistency. I mean, trying to get back into playing shape. I guess been sitting in rooms and hotels and houses and whatever for so long, and it's just getting back on the field and getting your legs up under you.
How have you done that? What kind of things have you done to stay in shape or stay as sharp as you possibly can?
Just the usual. I work out and stuff at home, so it's pretty easy for me. Hadn't been too tough, but nothing is like being out in the game and actually getting your reps in.
Hey Dex, we all know that you're in St. Louis while your family is back in Vegas, and we know how close you are to your girls. Did you have any thoughts during this quarantine about opting out and just going home and being with your family instead of being in an apartment?
Of course. I mean, you miss your family, and with all the variables and stuff that were happening at the time, of course those thoughts go through your mind. But at the end of the day, you signed up to do something, and you want to do it wholeheartedly. So, obviously getting back to playing baseball, it kind of helped things.
What were those conversations like with your wife as you kind of sorted through that? And was there conversations with your teammates too about sticking around and what was possible?
I didn't really talk to anybody about it. It had been more my decision, my wife and my family's decision. So, I didn't feel like staying in my room and staying at home and without my family, just the quarantine was, if it was that much longer and then having to come back and try to piece together something. So we made a decision. Like I said, we're back playing, and that made it easy for us.
If it had gone on longer, you might have made a different choice. I mean, for so long it was kind of nebulous.
It's all in hindsight. So,
Dex, you talked about the difficulty in translating sort of working out at home to getting back to game speed. What has this been like here with this large number of games in a couple of days and still 3 more to go in 2 days on this trip? What's that transition been like for you?
It's been fun. Trying to get back out there and just try to figure things out on the go. It's just another challenge you got to go through, and everybody's responded pretty well.
Dex, nice move going to retrieve the Schrock home run ball. Can you take us through how you decided to do that and then locate where it is in the ballpark and then go get it? And then did you pretend you didn't get it? Because he didn't seem to know about it.
So what happened was, the full story is, as soon as he hit it, I was like, we got to go get that ball. And I looked up to Mo, and I was like, Mo, I'm going to get that ball. And he goes, okay, you go get it. So I ran, and as I was going to get it, I found a way to get back up there, up the stairs, all around the ballpark. And I had never been up that side of the ballpark. So ended up getting up there. And then Bader comes down, and he's like, he messed up something and the trainers come out, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So then Ollie's like, hey, come on. You got to come in the game. I have turfs on. So then I had to run. I sprinted all the way down all the way back in the dugout. And I get up there, finally put on my cleats. I'm in the cage down there, putting on my cleats. And I get up there, and Ollie's like, hey, you're not going in anymore. And I'm like, you're kidding me. So then I go all the way back up there, get to the top, and the authenticator's up there. And he goes, yeah, I'm going to get the ball. I said, no, you're not. I'm going to get the ball. I said, this is my second time up here. You're not denying me getting this ball. So I went down and got it.
It's nice. Very nice.
Did you get to deliver it to Schrock then? Did you get to give it to –
No, I had to give it to the authenticator, but at least I wanted to personally go get that ball for him.
Dex, that's quite the journey through the Wrigley Field concourse and bleachers.
Yeah, well, I went back to sit down where we were supposed to sit, and I was sweating bullets. And Laz looks at me, the first base umpire comes to me, and he goes, what the hell are you doing up there? I go, I was getting the man's home run ball. And he goes, I've never seen that before. They're calling for right field for the guy to come to run bases. And you're all the way in right field and had to run all the way back. I said, man, stranger things have happened. It's 2020.
Dex, I mean, talking about like the strange things that happened here, there were a number of your teammates that sort of sat close behind home plate as the Cubs were pitching last night to get a look. I'm sure guys are throwing. What does all of that do for game planning and for being really into the game? Like if you can sit in the seats behind home plate and watch a guy pitch as he's in the middle of a game, what does that do for a hitter?
Let's get this straight. We weren't behind home plate. We were on the side, on our side, by the on deck circle. And we wanted to take the game in from those seats. And then MLB called and was like, hey, you guys can't be over there. You got to go down there. I'm like, we were just trying to have fun, taking the game from a different perspective. And they weren't having it. So I was kind of disappointed about that.
Did MLB explain why you weren't allowed to sit in those seats?
No, but I'm sure it had to do something with money.
Dex, how hard is this, what you guys are trying to do with out 11 and the guys who are on the IL and with all these games? Like Matt sort of yesterday said, anything we do is like really kind of gravy at this point because it's just so difficult. How would you describe the degree of difficulty of that?
It's just about making adjustments. You go through life and you make adjustments through life, and this is just part of it. This is what, you knew there were going to be some challenges. It's just about working through them. And I think that's what, we knew was going to happen at some point to some team. We didn't know it was going to be us, but, it's just going in and making adjustments on the fly and trying to do the best you can.